Okay, hello to everyone. We are live, and today we have our next BA Project Insider event. So the topic of today's event is decoding the management matrix from raw data to managerial intuition. So I would like to pass the words to our speakers, Dmitro and Dmitry.
Yeah, hello. Hello, dear colleagues. Hello, IT folks, dear BAs. So today we are very happy to present the new event in IT Manager DNA in the event series related to the very hot topic with absolutely great expert Dmitry Ritvinsky. So we want to speak today with you about the topic related to the question of the decoding the management matrix. What does it mean for us? What is going on in that area? Why every manager should know about a lot of things that we are going to cover together in our common agenda. And with all my pleasure, I just want to introduce our speaker, our great expert, Dmitry Litvinsky. Dmitry is great manager with a huge experience of over 20 years in GovTech and sector of digital transformation leadership.
Yes, but
Also, yeah, go ahead, please, Dmitry. Yep.
yeah, I'm trying to understand. Well, there are some connection issues, and I'm trying to understand on which side, on your side or on my side, because I have like breaking internet connection all the time. Do you have such
Okay.
issues on your side?
Seems like no, I hear you well. Volodymyr?
Yeah,
could-
yeah,
could-
we
Yeah,
can
you
hear
hear me
you.
well. Okay,
We can hear you well.
the same,
Okay,
the same. Okay,
let's.
let's continue. As far as I understand, yeah, you asked me to tell some words about myself. Okay, so I'm
Yes, exactly.
Dmitry. Yeah, hello everyone again. Dmitro, thank you very much for inviting me again. It's like always a pleasure to talk. I'm a principal business consultant at EPAM with over 20 years of experience actually helping teams perform better and improve their operational excellence and achieve, let's say, projects results. Last
Mhm.
years, I've been working across IT, government, technology, so simplifying GovTech, one of the most, let's say, complex domains out there, leading and advising people on both sides of the table. So my thing, let's say, cutting through complexity and finding simple solutions to tough problems. Let's say so, like just brief introduction, so to speak.
Sure. And also, Dmitry has a great experience in different domains. Not only mentioned on that slide, and sure, with all our pleasure, as I mentioned before, we want to highlight this topic and our great expert and colleague. So let me switch to my slide, and I believe that a lot of you guys knows me. Maybe some of you just see me first time. I'm Dmitry Lazovitsky, Chief Business Analyst in EPAM, and also conducting the role of Program Manager right now. And I'm strongly convinced in that fact that only on the edge, when we are going to work, when we're going to collaborate together with each other, we're going to born something new, something interesting, and something very valuable for all of us that could help us to make our practice and life better and more interesting. So let's decode the manager's matrix together today, and let me introduce our agenda. So with Dmitry, we prepared a few interesting points for today's meeting for our common review. So guys, please don't forget to use some kind of your tools, notes, provide your questions in our chat. Our moderator Volodymyr just going to review them during our event and providing to us. With all our pleasure, we're going to find the best answers for you, and we are ready to share our piece of experience as well. And today we want to review together the 4 employees archetypes, spot them instantly. Very interesting, very interesting information, and I believe practical tool for all of us. Responsibilities with initiative. I can say that this is infinity question, but we're trying to see, to look on that question and to see something new in that question with the usage of the second lens. Also, we're going to speak about the employee's life cycle and value gaps. What does it mean for managers? What is going on there? 5 situational leadership styles, right tool, right person. Very controversial thing, but in our manager's life, we believe that very helpful at the same time. And the last question that we are going to review together is related to the success matrix with 3 rules every manager must know about. And for sure, we're going to find some time at the end of our meeting to provide an answers on your questions. So guys, let me switch to our presentation and going forward with Dmitry. So Dmitry, I am seeing on the screen that we we have some kind of background related to the very famous movie or film Matrix that just appeared in, I believe, 90s or something like that, yeah, or 2000 year or near that. And actually, why you thinking as a manager about the decoding the management matrix? This is a general question, but I believe very interesting for us. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, Metro, we can hear you. As I see, maybe Dmitry has some connection issues, so let's wait a couple of seconds.
Our apologies. Technical issue always could happen with us, but yeah, let's check. Let's check our connection. Dmitry, can you hear us?
Not yet.
Okay. Not yet. Okay. Let's wait for a minute and guys, till we are waiting, till we are waiting for the issues resolving with internet connection. Please, could you provide your maybe your thoughts related to this topic and why we're going to use this picture?
Guys,
yeah, we can hear you, Dmitry. Yeah, sure. So we just
like I said, yeah. So sorry, because I had some troubles with the internet, and I was trying to
sure, no
fix
problem.
them. So where we are now?
Yeah, we are now on the first slide, and I just made some kind of small introduction why you're going to use this beautiful picture related to the Matrix film generally, and this topic in relation of this topic. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and yeah, good. Yeah, I hope many of you are familiar with this great film, actually a trilogy, born at the end of 90s. It's one of my all-time favorite, actually. So you remember that scene, the one where Cypher sits in front of a wall of cascading green codes, numbers, symbols, characters flying past, and he's completely calm, almost bored actually. Because he doesn't see code anymore. He sees a blonde, a brunette, a redhead. His brain has done the translation automatically. here's the scene. That's exactly what great management feels like when you have experience. So when you are like new to leading people, everything looks like raw data, behaviors, moods, performance dips, conflicts. It's overwhelming. You don't know what to look at or what it means. But over time, something shifts. You stop reacting to the noise and you start reading the signal. You are starting to understand people, their behavior, their mood, their like motivation. You stop seeing problems and you start like seeing the stage, seeing people needs, their skills, what they actually require from you right now, and so on and so forth. So at least trying to unpack a complete framework, a matrix. We are going to talk a lot about different tables, matrices, and so on and so forth. So let's decode it together.
Yeah, exactly. So right now, everything is clear for me and for our participants. Why we're going to use this background for our first slide, and why we called this framework, I believe, the decoding the management matrix overall. So let's go forward, and here we have the first quote related to the ways, ways how our information coming out of the matrix. Yep. And please, what you want to share here? Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
I think that I've already covered this topic. Like this
Okay.
is the
Awesome.
quotation
Awesome.
of a cipher, so we can move on to the next one,
Okay.
like to the
Okay.
source code,
Yeah.
competence with
Sure.
engagement metrics. Yes,
Yeah.
this one.
This one.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and let's start with the foundation. This one. Before we talk about how to manage people, we need to agree on how to read them, and for that we have two lenses. The first one is competence. This is simply what a person can do, their skills,
Mhm.
their knowledge, their technical ability to get the job done, not what they want to do, what they're actually capable of doing right now. The
Yeah.
second lens or axis is engagement. And this one is trickier. Engagement is not about happiness. It's not about whether someone smiles in meetings. It's about
Mhm.
their inner drive, their willingness to take on work, to care about the outcome, to show up mentally, not just physically.
Mhm. Yep. And I believe
You
that
can
we
have a highly skilled person. Guys, I'm still there. I'm not sure if you can hear me.
you are interrupted. Mm, uh,
And now,
guys,
can you hear now?
now yes, now yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Something is really going on with my internet connection. Maybe I have to make a pause and like to switch to the mobile. But let's continue while I'm still here. As far as I understand, Dima,
Sure.
you can hear me. So I stop on the like inner drive, engagement, motivation. These are like you can have a highly skilled person with zero engagement, and you can have someone completely new who is burning with motivation. These are two very different people, and uh, they need two very different things from you. Here is the scene: when you put these two axes together, something interesting happens. You get a map, two and two matrix, and on that map, every single person on your team falls into one of four categories, just four, just for
Mhm.
simplification. After all the complexity, all the nuances, all the well, it depends. It comes down to four archetypes, and so we can meet them. The first one, but it's Dima, you are showing, yeah, the right
Mhm.
matrix, the first one. Okay, the robot, low engagement, low competence, just executing, waiting to be told what to do. This person needs rules,
Yeah.
clear detailed instructions, what to do and what not to do, no ambiguity. And the formula here is straightforward: follow the rules, nothing happens; break the rules, there are consequences. The next one is learner, when we have like low competence but high engagement already. new, eager, hungry to grow. Uh, they also need rules, of course, but the formula here is completely different. Follow the rules, reward them, recognize it, make them feel the
Mhm.
progress. And if they break the rules, don't punish, don't judge, mentor, teach them, because this person is trying. They just don't know yet. Punishment here would kill exactly the thing you need actually to protect their motivation, their engagement. The next one, the contractor, high competence, high engagement. It's your star player, let's say so. This person doesn't need you to explain the rules. They practically wrote them. They know everything about the rules. They
Yeah,
know how to play the game. They can handle tough situations almost independently. They know their value. Uh, so finally, the inert, high competence, low engagement, knows everything, but somehow along the way stopped caring. So here is the danger that managers often underestimate the inert. It's not just a personal problem. They can be an active demotivator for the rest of the team, especially for the learners.
exactly, exactly. And I think that we this is the point, yep, or I mean, where this is a place, yep, where a lot of managers just already make their first mistakes. So how we should work in practice with the mentioned dimensions at all? Maybe some piece of advice from you. Yeah.
Yeah, but we are going to speak about this a little bit earlier. Let's move and jump into the next slide because definitely we have another matrix.
Sure.
It looks the same, the familiar, almost like a map two on two. But let's
Mhm.
cover and try then to merge them these two matrices. So
Mhm.
what do we have here? Just let's look at the picture from like human perspective and the lenses of skill and will, where we have
Yeah.
competence and engagement. But here's the thing. Uh, I mean, uh, previously we have competence and engagement. Now we are going to talk about mostly initiative and responsibility, like a little bit two different lenses. But and calling people and categorizing them from the human being perspective life cycle. So
Mhm.
what do we have here? Think about it. The infant, low initiative, low responsibility, waits to be told what to do. It's like our robots, actually. Completely
Mhm.
dependent, does exactly what they're asked and nothing more. Sound familiar? We all start here, actually, in a new job, in a new team, sometimes in a new environment, and that's fine. The danger is when people stay here for a long period of time. Then goes teenager, high initiative,
Mhm.
low responsibility, full of energy, full of ideas, full of confidence, but lack of responsibility. And here's where you need to be careful because a teenager's enthusiasm is genuinely wonderful thing, but it comes with a risk. They have a lot
Yeah.
of initiative and very few of the skills to back it up. So mistakes happen easily, and the tricky part, who is responsible for this mistake? Yes, they don't yet fully understand what responsibility actually means. Not because they are bad people, but because they simply never carried it properly before. So, from our previous meeting, do you remember the phrase that the best way to teach people of responsibility, to
Yeah.
provide, to give them responsibility? So,
Yeah.
you as a manager have to think about how to teach them, how to start giving them responsibility but piece by piece, not like with a big amount of responsibility, but so with small amounts every time, but adding and explaining how it works. So moving next, then comes the mature, high
Mhm.
initiative, high responsibility. This is the sweet spot. This person doesn't wait to be asked. They see a problem and they own it. Actually, they drive results. They take accountability. They make everyone around them better. This is how you are trying to develop
Mhm.
your people into, transform them into mature. Everybody wants like mature people in their and the contractors in their team. And finally, the elder. It's not about age again. It's like close to human cycle, human being cycle, like 40 to 50. cycle, but it's not only about age. High responsibility, but guys, I am here with you still. Am I here?
Yes, but with some interruptions. Yes, but
Issues again with
again
my
with some
internet
interruptions.
connection,
Yep.
I think.
Yeah, maybe let's try to switch to switch connection.
Yeah, I appeared again. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's finish the slide, and I will try to. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, and elder people. No, so they'll do what's asked, and they'll do it well, but they stopped pushing forward, stopped suggesting, stopped challenging.
Mhm.
So they're reliable but stuck, as we say.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
I'll try. Dima, give me 2 minutes, please. I will try
yeah,
to reconnect to mobile connection. Maybe it will help
sure,
to solve our
sure. You are very
internet
welcome.
connection.
You are very welcome. This is extremely interesting topic. So, dear colleagues, again, one more time, just technical issues on our side. I believe the first time at all in our history. But guys, please, thank you very much for your patience, for your interest to this topic, and your interest in our community participation. So I believe till Dmitry just trying to reconnect and switch his internet source. I believe we can add the next that we started our conversation one more time from these two beautiful matrices, the source code that explain the connection between competencies with engagement, and the second one is behavioral stage that explains the responsibility with initiative. And these two beautiful matrices and classifications, or we can call them some kind of approach how we should classify the managerial behavior, just managers' approach to the work. They will help us all together when we're going to combine them to answer on the question that related to how to spot them in the combined archetypes, because this is the source that explaining archetypes of the managers. So, yep, Dmitry, are you with us? Volodymyr, can you hear me?
Not yet. Not
Not
yet.
yet. Okay.
Yeah, Dmitry
Okay.
is still
So,
reconnecting.
So till Dmitry reconnecting to us, guys, we are asking you just maybe type in the chat. Did you see or did you have a chance to see to use these matrices before our event? So maybe you didn't know about them. Maybe you know about them. So please share your opinion with us. We'll be very appreciate for that. Yeah, because it means that we going to test this hypothesis, and I believe that not hypothesis but concept vision in practice. Yeah, altogether. So, Volodymyr, do we have any answers in chat?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
And also in our chat, I just post a link where we have like kind of collection of all of our events, and basically you
That's
can
good.
remind and rewatch one more
Yeah,
time
yeah,
some
yeah.
event if you miss it.
Sure. That's great. That's great. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Yep.
we have actually comments.
Okay. Please read it.
Yeah. So the first comment I think it's interesting thing is when someone sees themselves as a different archetype than they are. They think they have high competence, expect challenge, but manager knows it won't help. And also one more comment with the same person, or when someone is different archetype in different roles, a dev lead who is looking into expanding themselves into business adjacent task in fund in the new one, mature in the old one.
Yeah,
And
this is a great comment. Yeah, please.
yeah, and one more comment. I guess maybe it's a response to previous one, like not yet, but sounds okay. Maybe you ask like if our participants used
Give her a
or
chance. Yeah.
reads, yes, this matrix, and we have a comment like not yet, but sounds quite fascinated. I totally agree with it.
Yeah, because in management as a practical is our practical area. Yep, of specific activities of specific speciality. Yep, we always trying to find something new for us when we're going to think together about our experience. Just summarize that experience and make this experience applicable to the theory. Yep, that we have or that we were used before. And vice versa. When we're trying to invent something new, we're trying to collect and act and summarize and I believe create an ideas not only based on our experience and the knowledge or some of the knowledge in our head, but also when we are watching around us, when we are monitoring our space, our life. Yep, when we are just when we were thinking about something absolutely new and curious, it's also born some kind of aha moment for managers. And I believe that these metrics, the first one is the source code competence with engagement, and the second one, behavioral stages, responsibility with initiative, came from the observation practice. Yep. When we are just looking around us, when we are surrounding the right people, the right work environment, and that means for us that ideas will come, and ideas could be summarized and shared and tested and shared in our practice. So this is a true examples when our practice born something in theory. You have these two metrics. So Dmitry, are you with us? Volodymyr?
Not yet actually. Yeah, it's
Yep.
as I saw Dmitry tried to log in, but
Next.
no luck for now. But we also have some comments, and for example, Tatiana wrote that I haven't heard about these ones. I guess it's related to this matrix. They make sense. I heard and practice a lot with DICC evaluation a lot.
Awesome.
Also, like Natalia wrote, like I didn't see it previously. It's very interesting material. So yeah, thank you. And we have a comment from Dina. How can, and actually it's a question, how can I evaluate myself? What type am I? Teenager, mature, infant, etc.
Awesome. That
I
is a good.
feel like I feel like a mature type, but not sure. How to be sure, Dmitro?
Yes. This is absolutely. Thank you so much for such great question. I believe that we have a couple of ways how we can do that, how we can pursue this approach in practice. So the first way, again, you need to just invent some kind of scale of your self-estimation, and trying to ask also some kind of your colleagues that you trust, their opinion, and you have a good collaboration and relationships, just to observe your behavior in some cases, in some work cases or work situations, and just trying to ask them the simple questions and estimate yourself with their answers based on the scale that you're going to use. Personally, I recommended to use the scale from 0 up to 10 points. When 0 is 0, yeah, you are not you just don't you are not providing the right behavior. Yep, and that means that colleagues just can't see some kind of progress in specific area from your side. And 10, mark 10, means for you that you just absolutely provide the masterful or major behavioral in that specific direction. So it means that you can combine your self-estimation with the opinion of your colleagues. Please don't try to find a lot of colleagues, just a couple of them that you trust. And actually, it's enough to get some kind of insights when the colleagues comments, for example, what does it mean high initiative, to be high initiative person? Or what does it mean for them high responsibility? Yep, how you understand that and estimate that characteristic, and how the colleagues estimate that characteristics as well. For example, or taking ownership, or drives results, and so on. So you need to provide some kind of simplify the words. You need to provide some kind of criteria how you can estimate.
I'm back.
Yeah, that's great.
Sorry, guys, because
Dimitri,
I don't know what happened. Just my laptop started.
No problem. Thank you very much. I'm just providing an answer to our participants. So let me finish, please. 30 seconds, and we are going to continue. So. You just need to compare an answers when you observe yourself, your behavioral based on the criteria, and when your colleagues just could provide an answers to you, and you can combine this information and have some kind of average estimation where you are. Yeah. Or the second point is to get some kind of explanation of these characteristics from some trustful source, and just take the quiz and provide the honest answer. The key thing here is to provide an honest answers. Don't trick yourself. Yep, because it's this could have a huge price. So that is why be self-criticized, or just look on different things from critical position or point of view. That is an answer. So Dmitry, we are stopped at the elder in that matrix. Yep.
Elder, yeah, but as far as I remember, I almost finished. But nevertheless, let's repeat about the elder. And remember, guys, it's not about the age. Yeah, it's about low initiative, but with like high responsible person, high competence, but with a lack of engagement and initiative. Reliable, solid, experienced, but somewhere the fire went out. So they'll do what's asked. They'll do it well. But they stopped pushing forward, stopped suggesting, stopped challenging. So reliable but stuck, as we say. And here's the part I want you to really sit with. There's a pattern in dysfunctional organizations that I've seen more times than I'd like to admit. And it goes like this. Some managers, and I'll be direct here, some dictators, actually like dictator type of like leaders and or managers, deliberately build teams of infants. Why? Think about why. Well, because infants actually don't challenge you. They don't question decisions. They wait to be told what to do. And they do it. Not always like correct with the necessary result, but nevertheless, it feels like control for the manager. It looks like loyalty in many cases, but what it actually is, is a slow death for the team, for the organization, let's say even for the country. Actually, no
Mm-hmm.
initiative, no growth, no real results, just compliance, so to speak.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
and
and
yeah, and the saddest part, those managers often don't even realize they're doing it. They just keep hiring and promoting people who never push back, who never challenge, who never ask, let's say, uncomfortable questions. Until one day they look around and wonder why nothing is moving forward. Yeah. So the question to ask
yeah.
ourselves, yourselves, honestly, is this: am I growing mature on my team, or am I perhaps, without realizing it, more comfortable surrounded by infants? And it's my like managerial pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Dima.
Yes, yes, yes. So we can hear you, and
So
I
I think
believe,
that's we can move. Yeah, we can
yeah.
move forward
And
and think about
I
how
have,
to
I
spot
have.
in the wild.
Yes, exactly, exactly. This was the next question because I just make some kind of spoiler. When we're going to combine these two beautiful matrices, we will have some kind of the combined archetypes. Yep. So here we are.
Yeah. So now, yeah, now let's try to understand how to spot all these like
Mhm.
archetypes and how to read the signals. Uh, uh, the infant, yeah, actually, let's start with the robot or infants. So usually at work, this person never volunteers, never raises their hand. When something goes wrong, they look you straight in the eye and say, "Nobody told me how to do this," or "That's not in my job description or in my instructions. I wasn't given like clear instruction and detailed explanation of the task." You'll recognize them by what they don't do. They disappear when decision needs to be made. They are like present physically but checked out completely. So
Mhm.
it's quite easy to understand when you're talking about or to talking and communicate with infant or robot. The second type, teenager learner. When we have high initiative, low responsibility, high engagement, low competence, uh, think about it like an actual teenager, yeah, like a real teenager in the life cycle of human being, full of ideas, full of confidence. Pay to this attention. Absolutely convinced that they know better than everyone in the room. At work, this person volunteers almost for everything on Monday morning, but by Wednesday, you're wondering where they went. You'll
Yeah.
hear, yeah, you'll hear things like, I have a great idea. Let's do it right now. Let's do it. It's
Mhm.
easy. Let's go forward." And then later, well, it wasn't really my fault. Nobody told me the rules applied to me, but nevertheless, we have another idea how to let's do another
Mhm.
way. Sound familiar? The key thing to remember here is be careful. Their enthusiasm is genuine, but they lack the skills and the judgment to back it up yet, like I said previously. Mistakes happen easily, and you have to teach them, to mentor them. Don't try to judge them or punish them. Remember about the real
Mhm.
teenager behavior in the real life. So
Mhm.
it won't make it better if you will be judging them and punishing them. So
Mhm.
the third type is the mature contractor. When we have like everything is high, like on all lenses. The one who sees a problem and owns it before you even knew the problem existed. At work, you'll hear, "I'll handle it and keep you posted," or "After a mistake, I got this wrong. Here is how I fix it." They propose different suggestions even for the problems that they don't own.
Mhm.
Problems, such problems. They don't need you to explain the rules. They can navigate tough situations independently. They don't need like they hate micromanagement actually. Don't try
Mhm.
to apply to them. They deliver, they reflect, they grow. So everything is quite clear. Just 5, the in syncophize, but I know everything, they see everything, and somewhere along the way they stopped caring about what comes next. At work, usually you'll hear like the phrases like "We've tried it before, it won't work," or "Just tell me what you need done, nothing more, and I will they deliver quietly, reliably, without complaint in most cases, but they never volunteer, they never push, they never like provide you with a lot of engagement and a lot of enthusiasm and so on and so forth. They just know how to do how the work should be done. So
Exactly.
4 types, yeah.
And
Let's move on.
we have. Yeah. But before we go and move on, I just want to provide one very interesting question from our audience to you, Dmitry. What should a manager do the moment they recognize this or each of these type in their teams? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question, because for different archetype we need to apply different tools of management. So let's move to the next slide, and
Yeah.
where I will like summarize the, let's say, 5 management styles. Of course, we can like combine them and receive like the 6, the 7s, and so on and so forth. But in most cases, we are taught sometimes just to imply one, actually relying mostly on command sometimes, or let's say mentoring, or understanding, delegating in different ways. So what, nevertheless, what kind of tools we have? Commands. When we like showing high direction, low support, structure, we have here structure, rules, clear instructions should be put here. Use it with someone new in your team, or in a crisis, or when we are talking about, for instance, robots or infants. Use at the right moment. It's not harsh. It's actually a gift. Clear direction reduces anxiety. So it's not bad to have such a tool in your arsenal of managerial tools. Mentoring, high direction, high support. You're not just telling, you are teaching, you're providing your experience, your knowledge, like knowledge transferring, knowledge sharing. Use it with your teenager or learner. They have the energy, you provide the wisdom and the patience. Supporting, or how to support. Low direction, high support. Praise, listen, facilitate, sit closer to the person and just like drink a cup of coffee, listen to them. Use it with your mature contractor who is caring a lot and needs to know you see it, you understand what is going on, that they're still valuable. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply say, "I've got your back." That's it. Delegating, yeah, low direction, low support, but enormous trust. So we put enormous trust when we delegate something. Step back and say, "This is yours now." Use it with your most capable people. Delegation done right is one of the greatest compliments a manager can give. So, and challenge, yeah, push people out of their comfort zone entirely. Sometimes this is what you reach for with your elder or inert. They need sometimes challenge. Don't support them back to life, provoke them, actually. Put something new in front of them and say, "I think you are the only person who can crack this, who can do this." So, but guys, there is no single best style, actually. The effective approach is always situational. Sometimes you need like to make a mix of some let's say styles. The skill is knowing which tool to pick up and when.
Exactly.
Yeah, and this is just a summary of what I've just told. Yeah. So use command for the infant robot. Yeah, for teenager learner, use mentoring and teaching. For the mature contractor, supporting, delegating, and for the inert, like challenging and delegating them entirely.
So the core logic, as we can see, is simple. Yep, match the intervention to the maturity level. Yep. So it seems like perception, observation, and making the right conclusions. And I believe that on the next slide, we're going to cover a very interesting thing that related to the command or support, the two primary levels. Yep.
Yeah,
What does
yeah.
it mean?
Well, so we've covered 5 management styles. We've seen how to apply them to different archetypes. But here is something I want you to walk away with: a simpler, faster mental shortcut you can use in the moment when there is no time to think. Actually, yes. Strip everything back. All 5 styles actually can collapse into just two primary levels. Yes, command or support. So command is when we're talking about structure, order, organize, instructions, control, so detailed tasks, decomposition of tasks, subtasks, and so on and so forth. It's the lever you pull when someone needs direction more than anything else. When they are lost, when they're new, when the situation is chaotic, you take the wheel. Support is about connection. Praise, listen, ask, facilitate. It's the lever you pull when someone already knows what to do. They just need to feel trusted, valued, and seen. You let go of the wheel and sit beside them instead. That's the like simplification of the explanation of this slide.
Yeah, and I think that I feel that these both things related to the effectiveness curve that we're going to review on the next one.
Yeah, again, it's approximation and like simplification of the of the entire like categorization of all types of team members. But nevertheless, every person on your team is somewhere on this curve. Actually, they start as an infant in most cases, learning the basics, slow, dependent. Then they hit their stride as a teenager, fast growth, energy climbing. They reach the peak as a mature, maximum contribution, maximum value. And then, if nothing changes, the curve starts to bend downward. Energy fades, the elder plateau begins, or the inert begins. So, 3 things. I mean, four steps of the life cycle of the specialist. Let's say so. Just in simplification.
Yeah, and I can say that each manager, every manager, should know about this curve of effectiveness and and should be able to estimate correctly at what of the stage on that curve his direct subordinate are. Yeah, or just placed, could be placed, and the combination of for the whole team this positioning or just usage of this positioning for the whole team just could provide you guys a lot of insights how you should rebuild your overall general teamwork, or where you could start, or some kind of potential issues that come into you based on the behavioral style that you just demonstrated in our team or you have in your team. So that means a lot, but we that is why we're just going to share these materials to you to understand how these materials be valuable and how you're going to use them. And I believe that the next slide will provide us a lot of interesting insights.
But before talking about like sensitive topic about salaries and compensation, I will just like summarize one thing. That guys, the decline. I mean, when we're talking about the decline of from mature to elder people, is not inevitable. An elder doesn't have to fade actually, or inert. With the right challenge, the right spark, the right conversation, sometimes the right project, yes, the right surrounding, the right environment, the curve can flatten or even rise again. The question isn't where someone is on the curve, actually. Today, especially today, when we're talking just today, it's whether you are doing anything to move them forward, to like motivate to move them forward as a leader, as a manager. And let's just again some words about this curve actually, because guys, again, it's a simplification and approximation. It doesn't mean that everything should go accordingly to this curve or salary curve, let's say so. But as someone grows from infant to teenager to mature, then the salary rises with their performance, at least we are expecting that this is the real situation, because it's again difficult to believe that when you are like moving forward from your experience to and skills higher
Yeah.
and higher in on all these matrices, but your salary and compensation still like stays the same as an for robot or for infant. It's quite a strange situation, and you don't have to stuck in this. Just think about it, and maybe you have to change something in your life or in your environment. So that
Mhm.
well. Uh, that makes sense. I mean, this approximation, and this feels fair if it's going accordingly to this scale. But then, after mature level, something happens. Effectiveness starts to decline. In some cases, I'm not talking about all cases, of course.
Mhm.
The elder or inert plateau begins, and remember, it's not about age again. Energy fades, contribution drops, and the salary, well, not, of course, always, but in many cases, it can stay exactly where it was
Mhm.
before at the peak. And the gap between what someone costs and what someone delivers, that's the value gap. It exists in almost every organization, actually, quietly, politely, nobody talking about it or don't like to talk about it. That's like depends on corporate culture, actually. Uh, uh, so just think about it for a moment. Most expensive employees are not always most effective ones. This is the ugly truth,
Mhm.
actually, sometimes.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
there's just, I don't know what to do with it, actually. There's just a food for thought.
Sure. So let's move forward. And this is the right time to speak about the system protocols as a key principles or tenets, yep, that
Yeah,
you should be aware about. So
yeah,
what are they?
yeah. Every operating system has protocols. Yes, rules that run quietly in the background. And keeping everything stable. Yeah, good management is no different. After 20 years in the field, I've distilled it, let's say it like to three. Rule one: never fight with subordinates ever. I don't care who started it. I don't care who's right. You lose either way. If you win the argument, you lose the relationship. If you lose the argument, you lose the authority. So
Mhm.
just don't do it, guys. Rule two: know why your best people leave. I mean leave like like leaving the project, leaving the company, leaving the organization. Here is the a truth, yeah, that might sting a little. Foolish employees quit over conflict. Smart ones quit over lack of growth, which means if you're strongest, most capable people are walking out the door. The problem probably isn't the salary, isn't the compensation, and it probably isn't the office. It's that they stopped seeing a future actually for them, for themselves. And the rule three, it's quite simple. I think that most of us like know this rule, but it's difficult to live respectively to this rule. The ratio 7 to 1 for every one criticism, 7 praises. This is the golden standard. Seven,
Mhm.
not two, not three, 7. Criticism without the consistent weight of recognition slowly destroys engagement. We were talking about engagement, you remember. So that's why people can move from one cell of the matrix, from one cell of the map to another one. So
Yeah.
from time to time.
Yeah, and I can add that, guys, please use these just tenets or key principles in your practice just from this meeting and and proceed with them in your future, because this is not only the golden rules, but this is the golden rules that was written by the managerial blood, we can say.
Yeah, yeah,
Definitely. So, what we should do when we going to summarize the success,
yeah.
I
Another
believe, is
matrix.
an entity in managerial industry. Yep.
Yeah, another matrix. This one comes from Motorola University, actually, and I love it because it's brutally honest and about why things go wrong sometimes, actually. Here is the idea. For a team to succeed, really succeed, you need five simple, respectively, simple things simultaneously. I a clear goal, the right skills, a solid plan, adequate
Mhm.
resources, and genuine motivation. All five at the same time. Miss
Mhm.
just one, and look what happens. Yeah, no clear goal, confusion. No skills, fear. People know what needs to be done, but are terrified they can't deliver it. No plan, false start. Great intentions, zero traction. No resources, you will receive frustration. Your team can see the finish line but can't get there. And no motivation, insignificant change, like small changes everywhere. Everything is technically in place, but nothing actually moves. This
Yep.
is how it works.
And I believe
One
that
missing
this
ingredient,
is,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I
I mean,
believe that. Please go ahead.
go on,
Yeah.
go. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
on, go on.
sure. I just want to add and jump in and just want to add that, guys, this is a practical approach how you're going to diagnostic actually your real situation in your team. Personally, I like to use this approach, and I believe that this approach could be easily applied in your team from the scratch. You just need to share this information with your colleagues. You just need to discuss how going to understand these things. I mean, goal, estimate these things, the mentioned things, or key five things, points, goals, skills, plans, resources, and motivation. And in discussion, you will see a lot of insights. Am I right, Mitra?
Yeah. You're totally right. Absolutely, and can't agree more.
Okay, so please let's go forward, or we
Yeah,
have.
and I think that we can again refer to the original film, The Matrix, and Morpheus. I hope that you remember who is Morpheus in this
Yeah,
film.
yeah.
Yes, said it best. Knowing the path and walking the path are not the same thing, and that's exactly we are trying to do it right now to understand how to walk the path, because definitely we learned some maybe for some of you have learned some new stuff here during the meeting, but definitely it's easy to look through the slides, to listen to talking to guys during the podcast, but it's not so easy to implement them. So try to
Yeah.
implement starting today. Not don't wait tomorrow.
Exactly, exactly. So I believe that this was a great speech of our absolutely awesome, brilliant expert Dmitra Retvinsky. So Dmitra, thank you so much for such insightful speech and a lot of practical tools that guys just could take and implement in their practice. This is the right time, guys, to check our questions in the chat. So Volodymyr, do we have any of them?
We have two, as far as I can see.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So let's provided an answers on them. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I can read one.
Cool.
It was the like comment and question some time ago was posted. I think that the third dimension could be added, confidence, which comes with experience. Also,
Mm.
recently it is getting changed, and people with very low experience, young or elder, have a super high confidence based on social media, etc. Can you please comment on it?
Yeah, absolutely agree that sometimes we can add some additional dimensions into our map, so you can create your own perfectly, like let's say, matching your situation. You can add confidence if you like, just to try to understand which the will be the second or the third dimension in your matrix. Metrics. So talking about like influences, yes, this always was a problem. It's like become even a problem with the social network and internet era, let's say so. But we can add also like AI today, and
Yes.
adding let's say so expertise and high volume through the social network using AI as a let's say helper for such influences even makes the situation worse. I would say. What to do? Well, guys, clarify who I listen to, with whom you are communicate with. So the issue is, don't waste your time on person that you don't trust and don't believe that they're experts actually, because in many cases, let's say so, real experts, they're just somewhere in some real projects right now are delivering. They don't have time to speak a lot through the social media actually.
Yeah. So, Volodymyr, next one.
And one more comment, trying to place myself in any
Mhm.
of three boxes and feel that I live in three boxes. All depends on the situation. If the situation allows me to be mature, I take the space. But many times in a client environment, we are gently pushed into teenager or elder.
Well, I don't know how to comment it perfectly, but it's mostly about the situation when you have to stay. If you are mature, you will have to stay mature. For instance, if you're talking about that sometimes client gently pushed you back, then it's on not on you. I mean, not on your decision, not on your decision to somehow push back and to try to deliver some sort of explanation why you are trying to stay in this position, in this with this role, for instance. But you are somehow agreeing with the client, and then it's not you, but you, let's say, talking about responsibility of some other circumstances, other person
Mhm.
making choice instead of you. But you are responsible who you are, and if you are feeling that you are mature in this situation, just stay it. But if you're feeling that, okay, I am elder now, I am inert, I have lack of motivation, okay, understand that in such situation you won't live. I mean, not physically. I mean, not you will not continue delivering value and results in a long perspective. In the long perspective, you will be just trying to find somewhere on the side engagement, motivation, interest, fire, and so on and so forth. You will be switching to another let's say so activities, side back activities, projects, and so on and so forth. So
Yeah, and just want to add here, just guys, please also, this is a great answer, by the way, and I just want to also kindly remind you that we have some very, very interesting and very, very wise proverb. If you thinking that you can, you can. If you thinking that you can't, you can't.
yeah.
So that is the same situation that we have in the comment. And
Sometimes honest conversation, just honest conversation helps. I mean,
yeah,
between sides, between parts, one on one, but honest.
yeah. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for your time, for your patience, instead or despite of technical issues. One more time, apologies for that. And
Yeah,
we
sorry,
believe,
guys.
yes, that could happen from time to time. So everything is fine. So guys, thank you so much for your participation, for your brilliant comments and questions. That means a lot for us. It means that we have very, very valuable and very, very professional audience here at the call on this event. And thank you so much one more time for our brilliant expert Dmitry Litvinsky and our team that providing us with their support to conduct this event. So I believe, Dmitry, that we're going to choose the next topic based on the feedbacks from our colleagues. And we will prepare for you something interesting and something valuable again. We hope also that these materials will be definitely useful for you in your practice, and some of them you can go in to use from the scratch after our event. So please don't forget about the rules of three brilliant or golden days. Yep, when you found something new or heard something new and you want to try it. And see you next time. Thank you so much and have a great